Здравейте! Вие сте с 28-ми епизод на Технологичният клуб на nixanbal, който все така записваме тук в Viva.com Tech Hall и в който ще ви предложа едно супер интересно интервю с Алекс Уанг, който оглавява Honor за региона на Централна и Източна Европа. Наистина радвам се, че правим този разговор точно сега, тъй като в момента Honor лансира новите си смартфони в Европа, след като около една година отсъства от пазара тук. Причината всъщност, знаете, компанията беше продадена от Huawei и сега навлиза отново на пазара като самостоятелен играч и всъщност това им позволява да предложат отново достъп до услугите и приложенията на Google, а и до всякакви други американски технологии, като чипове на Qualcomm, например, с 5G модеми. Всъщност точно такова устройство е Honor 50, който е първият модел на компанията, който идва и в България. Очаква се и Honor 50 Lite. Какво още? Ще стане дума малко по-късно в темата на броя в нашия разговор с Алекс Уанг. Преди това обаче е време за една друга интересна премиера на двата най-нови и актуални модела на Xiaomi 11T и 11T Pro. И така, ето ги двете устройства, Xiaomi 11T и Xiaomi 11T Pro. Наистина изглеждат много сходно, много е трудно да ги различите дори на живо. Това наистина са два много сходни модела и като дизайн, и като характеристики. Общите черти за тях са преди всичко дисплеят. Имаме 6,67 инчов AMOLED дисплей с Full HD плюс резолюция, 120 Hz опреснителна честота, най-високата в момента, която е най-популярната всъщност, и плоско покривно стъкло, което знам, че много от вас държат да имат в телефона си. Това стъкло е с защита Gorilla Glass Victus, т.е. най-новото ниво на защита от Corning, което е страхотна новина и въпреки това телефоните предлагат и едно защитно фолио, което идва предварително инсталирано върху екраните. Другото общо нещо за двете устройства, камерите, освен че изглеждат еднакво, те наистина са сходни. Имаме 108 мегапикселов главен сензор и при двата модела, 8 мегапикселова камера с ултра широк обхват и 5 мегапикселова телемакрокамера, която служи за снимки от много близко разстояние до обекта. Батериите и при двата модела са с капацитет 5000 мАч, което звучи доста солидно, а основната разлика, ето всъщност първата разлика между двата апарата е зареждането. При Xiaomi 11T имаме 67 ватово зареждане, което запълва батерията за около 38 минути, а при Xiaomi 11T Pro имаме 120 ватово зареждане, наистина супер бързо зареждане, което запълва същата тази батерия за 17 минути. Друга основна разлика, всъщност може би най-важното, е чипсетите. Xiaomi 11T се базира на MediaTek Dimensity 1200, а Xiaomi 11T Pro е с Snapdragon 888, най-доброто решение за тази година на Qualcomm, знаете, освен модела Plus, но той се намира доста рядко въобще при който и да е друг производител. И двете платформи идват с 5G модеми, така че разбира се говорим за 5G устройства. И така, това беше много кратко представяне на Xiaomi 11T и Xiaomi 11T Pro, които ще имат и своите детайлни ревюта в nixanbal, разбира се. 11T вече има такова в сайта, можете да го гледате, а много скоро излиза и това на Pro версията. А сега е време за обещаното интервю.
Започва темата на броя. Рубриката се реализира с подкрепата на Viva.com.
Hey!
Hi!
Hi, Alex.
Hello. Hi, nice to meet you. Yes, great. How about you?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks for accepting my invitation. I know you have a really tough schedule right now, a lot of meetings.
A little bit. Thank you very much for being with us, and I think it's great that we start to talk with each other.
Okay, shall we begin?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so it's been 1 year since Huawei sold Honor last November in 2020. Tell me what's been going on with the company in this past year. What's the situation right now? Where is Honor standing on the world smartphone map?
Yep. So I think there are several steps has been done for the past 1 year. First of all, as a new startup or independent company, so our first task was to establish the team. At the very beginning, we had 8,000 employees when we split out from Huawei Group. And by now, we have more than 10,000 employees. And approximately around 5,500 employees from R&D. So that's the first step we did is to, I would say, taken over the previous setup or organization and enlarge it or enhance it to really able to fully running independently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we did for the first step. And second step, I think for a company, after you have the team establishment, the most important thing is to set up the vision or the goal that everyone will work through the same direction. So that's why the second step, what we did is to establish the new brand positioning, new brand vision, to create a new intelligence for everyone, and also to reposition our brand as a innovative, premium, and the high-level brand. So this is also a repositioning of the brand so that everyone knows that how we are going to build up this brand in the future.
Yeah, actually, this is really interesting because 1 year ago, Honor was perceived as the budget brand of Huawei, as something mostly for the young generation. What's the image you're going for right now? Is it different from this image or?
Yes, of course. I think for us, firstly, we are aiming to become a global iconic tech brand. So actually, there are some keywords. First is the tech brand, which means that we are going to continuously to really invest on R&D. We know that in this industry, some of the brands are so-called assembling manufacturers. I mean, they are assembling all the other components and sell it for the brand. But we are really going to highly invest in R&D. So I think in the upcoming year, when we have the first year of annual report, and you will see the percentage we invest in R&D will be much higher than the other brands. This is also actually the genes that we get from our ex company, because you can see Huawei previously was also heavily invest in the R&D and always bring the latest innovation or bring this industry to another level. So what we are going to do is also to not really look at the short-term benefit, but really the long-term goal, to really be the technology leader.
Who got the R&D actually for the two?
Yeah, actually, from high-level point of view, when we split, we have more than 4,000 R&D employees.
You mean you as Honor or in general?
We as Honor. Honor has 4,000 R&D employees. Definitely, all those 4,000 R&D employees were actually inherited from Huawei. Means that Huawei sell out whole Honor as a brand with a sales and marketing team, with R&D capability team, so that this brand can immediately run itself, although it's a startup brand or company. So this is what we did. So by now, as you can see, we also enlarge a lot on our R&D team. So we are going to focus on the R&D to really bring the innovative or transcending technology into the industry. We want to be the leader of the technology in at least Android platform. We are not comparing with Apple. They are in the different platform. So on the Android, we want to be the leading on the innovation of mobile phone.
So this means that Honor will have now premium devices in the premium segment, much more expensive than we have seen them previously, right?
Yes, of course, exactly. Yeah. So product is one part of the brand building. It's the core, it's the most important, it's the fundamental. But on top of that, on top of product, to be a premium brand, it's also about the brand communication, brand positioning, after-sales service, personal information security, retail presence, and a lot of elements. Of course, in the middle is the really leading technology of mobile phone, of device, of product itself. So this is what we are going to do and why we're positioning ourselves as a premium brand.
Cool, that's great. Can we say when we can expect your first ultra premium smartphone in Europe?
Uh, in next very short time.
Okay.
I believe you know that there is an estimate timeline when always all the brands are launching the flagship.
Yeah.
Actually, there are only two seasons, right?
Barcelona,
yeah, spring and autumn. So
exactly.
always, so I think spring is not far from us. We are in winter.
You will be ready in the spring?
I hope so. I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so. But I cannot confirm now.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's the second step we did, is to establish the brand image, brand positioning, and brand vision. And after that, the third step, or the crucial step for us, is to reestablish the whole supply chain. The supply chain means that the cooperation with all the partners, or I would say key partners. And there are two main reasons. I think first, the most important reason is due to the pandemic in the last few years. We know that the whole global industry are facing a big shortage in all the element or a supply chain. So now whoever wins the supply chain actually have the bigger opportunity to win the market, because you have supply, but the other don't have. Yeah. So this is the first thing. Well, second thing for us, especially for the overseas markets, some of the key partners are important for overseas market. For example, Google. Mm-hmm. So that's also what we did for the third step, is to restart the supply chain, restart the agreement with all the key partners globally. So by now, we have already established more than 50 strategy agreement with all the key partners, including Google, definitely, Qualcomm, AMD, Intel, Windows, etc. So, which means that all the key elements of the industry has been recovered on the supply part. Great. So our new brand positioning is that we are, our new brand strategy is that we are going to open our arm and welcome all the most innovative technologies or components to be embedded in the platform. And on top of the platform, what Honor brand want to do is to utilize the hardware platform and software optimized or customized by us, and AI technology designed from us to provide the end user a full scenario smart life. Mm-hmm. So that's what our strategy is going to, yeah.
And what about the sales channels? Have you re-established your connections in Europe?
Very good question, because you have already mentioned what we are going to do in the fourth and fifth step. Yeah. So after we had the product ready, and definitely we have to restart the sales channel. So firstly, I think you might also know the news that in China market, which was the fourth step we did, because in China market, it is much faster, and it is without extra Google testing certificate. Yeah. So the relaunch of brand in China market is earlier than the overseas brand. So as you can see, from April, our market share in China dropped to 3%. And by August, with the 3 or 4 models of new product launching, our market share returned to 16.3%. And we became number 3 brand in China market. Yeah. So that also shows, firstly, we have solid enough product, although those products might be designed 1 or 2 years ago, because whatever product you see today actually has been designed and finalized at least 1 year ago. Mm-hmm. So we already have a solid product. And secondly, we have a very mutual sales platform. Means that actually we inherit previous sales platform from Honor. Previous Honor was becoming belongs to Huawei, but Honor previously also had our own sales platform, and now we are actually reusing or extend this platform. Like me, I was 4 years ago. Since 4 years ago, I was here. I was working for Honor. Now I'm also working for Honor, but just different company behind us. Mm-hmm. So that's why we did the step is to restart or recover our market share in China market. And now, by end of October, that is the time we were ready with the Google services, all the testing certificates and so on. So we restart our business in overseas market. So now we are in the fifth step for overseas market, restart with the 2 products and to re-establish or relaunch the brand in the whole market, overseas market. And in the upcoming Q1, there will be continuously a lot of extension of the portfolio or even the full portfolio of product, which does not only consist of mobile phone, but also a smart life scenario of product coming to the overseas market.
Actually, that was one of my other questions. Are you going to have other products like accessories or tablets, laptops? I don't know, any other stuff?
Yes, of course we are. And all the product and the approach on the marketing brand build up or on after sales service part is actually all in line with our vision is to create a new intelligent world for everyone. So what does it mean, a new intelligent world for everyone? It means that everything around you with electricity can be interconnected together and to provide you a more easy or comfortable life. And even in the future, with the development of AI technology, you can communicate to all the items by talking, or even you can imagine by thinking that you can control everything around you. So that's what we call the intelligent world for everyone.
Okay, so you mentioned 2 products you're launching now in Europe. It's the Honor 50 and which the other one?
Light and 50 Lite.
Light version, yeah. Okay, so I have the Honor 50 here. Actually, in 2
Hope you like it.
Yeah. Tell me more about it. What are the key features? Who is it for? Why should we care about this product? What's the best thing about it?
From my point of view, number 1 is about the design and feeling. So now actually in this mobile industry for the past 2 or 3 years, I would say, if we are talking about the features, the functions, it's already a little bit over the actual requirement from the end user. So a lot of functions or features or the chipset, whether if you really need that so fast, the chipset is already beyond a little bit the general public requirement on the technology point of view. But on the other hand, it's a little bit sad that we are in a little bit bottleneck for this mobile phone industry, to be honest. So there is only micro innovation at this moment until maybe in next few years, there will be a big evolution on this whole industry. We don't know where it is, but we are trying now in several paths. But to me at this moment, I think the function or the usage of mobile phone should be beyond the actual features itself. We want to build up a premium brand. We want the mobile phone in your hand, in every consumer's hands, same like some watch or necklace or something which can show the personal kind of attitude towards life or some personal kind of feeling. So that's why you can see with even 1 millimeter thinner, the cost may be extra 20%. But we are going to this way. So we try to be thin as possible, as light as possible on the weightage to really improve the in-hand feeling. So that is in line with our brand strategy. So the premium brands not always talk about the features, right? Always talk about the material, but it's all about the feeling. The feeling you're holding it, the feeling you're using it, and the feeling that other people see it. So this is the first point that I think why Honor 50, I would say, is good in match with brand positioning and is good in this price segment.
For design.
Yes, for the design.
Yeah.
Yes, for the design. Yeah, and secondly, I think it's about some of the creative functions or interesting functions, because I think like the 100 megapixel camera shooting system is only hardware basic, but on top of their hardware basic, what kind of things you can generate? We see the trends that people are more and more changing from photo to video. So that's why we are creating a lot of interesting video shooting functions, like dual side shooting and like picture in picture and pulse mode and a lot of interesting vlog functions, which will really match the new requirement or bring people to another style, to a better, like more interesting style of recording of daily life. And definitely the third part, I would say, is about daily usage. I mean, the main pain point of the current mobile phone usage, I would say, mostly is from battery. So we actually balance the battery and the charging, because firstly, we use the single cell and dual loop battery technology, which is the unique for Honor brand. So which means that with the same capacity of battery, it's lighter. So it might be only a few grams lighter, but you know, from every element, we are trying to extreme as light as possible. And on top of that, the bigger capacity of the battery, the heavier. So we choose the balance with the, good capacity of battery, but super fast charging. Then it matches, I would say, it compromise from one side, but it also has some advantage from the other side. So it's all about balance of the whole performance. So I think in the end, what we want to provide is comfortable using experience.
Okay, so you didn't mention in these advantages the Google services, which I believe you should do. Also,
okay.
Also 5G support.
Oh yeah. Because to me, I think the 5G and Google is like basic to all the overseas consumers. But you are totally right. I think a lot of friends or even consumers, maybe they either if they know Honor or they don't know, either if they know our relationship with Huawei or they don't know, maybe they have some question about whether if new Honor has a Google services.
Exactly.
I think you touch a very good point. I think this is also something really gives me very good advice that we ourselves should also communicate on the Google services. We shouldn't really assume that users know that we are supporting Google services.
Many people are asking not only about Honor phones, but also for other Chinese phones. They're not sure if they come with Google services now. That's why I'm really stressing this out. Also, we have to say that this phone is really, really similar to Huawei's Nova 9, which recently launched also in Europe. And we have it here in Bulgaria also. So it will be competing against this same phone, almost the same phone. That's why it's important to have these differences.
Yes, I think you're very straightforward to pick up two main differentiations on the 50 and Nova 9, which is 5G and GMS.
Yeah, actually, so, that's also the main camera. I believe it's 108 megapixels, whereas the other one is another sensor. So yeah, there are a few differences, but still.
Yes, I mean, if we are talking about the design language, it is, yes. I mean, the back design looks very similar, and I have to accept that this product was designed 1 year ago or even earlier. So,
but what can we say about the future? When will we see a phone from Honor that's not similar to anything Huawei has and the other way around?
I think nowadays, for example, in this whole industry, as you can see in this front, you basically cannot see the difference from the mobile phone. Either it's a curved screen.
Come on.
No, from the back you can see the difference. But in the screen, right? In the screen, there's no difference.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all the same, right? So looking at the back, so this dual ring design is the first time that either we or Huawei brand, whoever, bring to this market, right? So I think for us, the main differentiation in the future will come from the flagship model. Because in the mid and low tier, actually, there's no much difference. Everyone can go to similar kind of things. Even Samsung already outsourced all the A series kind of, from design to manufacturing, they are all outsourcing. Actually, nothing from Samsung. It's only Samsung brand, so nothing from Samsung. So, but for the flagship, on the Magic series, so there will be definitely in-house, not only design, but also manufacturing, which we are also one of the brands in the industry to really, from design to manufacture the product or the line by brand itself. The others all using, all the other kind of partners to do the manufacturing. So we recently just launched our own factory in China, and it will definitely be on the Magic Series factory.
Okay, great. So we can expect the Magic Series in Europe, right? It's not only for the Magic Series is coming to Europe, right? Not only for China.
Yes, for sure. Without Magic Series, we are not a premium brand.
Okay. Maybe last question. Tell me about the future plans of Honor. Are you going for the first place in the smartphone market on the world level? What's the main goal for Honor right now?
I think when we are talking about the target or the goal, people used to talk about the kind of market share, brand ranking number 1, number 2, number 3. So we also have such kind of targets. For example, our target is to be number 1 in China markets next year, which means that 2022, and the top 3 brands in the global market in the year 2023. Yes, it can be a target, but I think internally we have a clear ambitious, or we have a clear goal, which is our vision. So in line with our vision, we are not going to take the target by some of the short-term decisions. What I mean is that we can easily take the market share using the mid and low-end devices to boost the market. But that's not our new brand positioning, and that's not where we are going to. So to me, or to us, I think we internally aligned very clearly that our target is to build up the brand image in consumers' mind. Yeah. So that's the most important target for us. And secondly, or at the same time, from a sales point of view, is the brand image. And from the R&D point of view, is the product, the really solid product that can automatically represent the brand positioning and image. So we are going to work concurrently on both ways, and we are not going to do crazy things for short-term goals.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Thank you very much, Alex. Thank you for your time for this interview. Because I believe really that this was the time to do it, because Honor is just launching back in Europe, in Bulgaria also. And I wish you luck with the new portfolio, and hope to see you soon live, maybe in Barcelona. I don't know if there is Barcelona next year. We'll see.
Yes, I also appreciate your always support, and I think you're right. It's a very good time, and I personally have to apologize that I cannot be in Bulgaria personally to meet you face to face. And definitely, Bulgaria is one of the key markets for us, and we used to have a good job over there. So from the brand point of view, from the sales channel point of view, or from the consumer trends point of view, I think we have a solid foundation. So next step, definitely we are going to utilize our advantage and really localize, operate our business in Bulgaria. And I also hope that if there's a Barcelona and we are planning something in Barcelona that maybe you are interested to see. So I also hope that you will be able to join us in Barcelona. So something will happen over there.
Oh, I think I'll be there. So I hope to see you there.
Sure. Thank you.
So this means that you have a Bulgarian team. Is it something you're saying?
Yes. We are now establishing our local team, and definitely we believe the local operation is the most important.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Гледайте Технологичният клуб в YouTube канала на nixanbal или слушайте епизодите във водещите подкаст платформи.